Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thanks for coming back for another crafty venture. Today, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I heard that song the other day and thought, yep, I have to make at least one card, if not two, in honor of that card, or that song. That song was one of my girls' favorites. They had never heard it, and then suddenly one year, I don't know how, I think they may have been in school and they heard it and it was a fast favorite. So every time I hear that song, obviously I think of my girls and I wanted to honor them in that song here today. So I am using the stamp set from Hello Bluebird and it is called Hippos on Holiday. So it's a summertime stamp set. But, you know, we talk about using our products and our stamps and all of our supplies in ways that they weren't necessarily intended. So I'm sure Hello Bluebird did not think that this would be a hippopotamus for Christmas project. I can't even talk. Anyway, think of ways to use your stamps, your products, all of that in ways that they weren't intended. That really stretches the life. I mean, all of these are an investment for us, right? So let's use them in ways that we didn't necessarily think when we first bought them. It's so much fun. And a hippopotamus for Christmas. Come on. Okay, so I am coloring these guys up and I'm using my Caran Brush Marker Pros. You can see I'm using my glass mat as a palette. And I'm using all three greens. Whether they're cool, whether they're warm, that doesn't, they're just gray. So I'm coming in direct to paper with the markers this time, and it's super intense dark. It's really concentrated, and I'm coloring on Bristol Smooth, so the water or the pigment doesn't move around quite as easily as it would on a watercolor paper. But in the end, you know, because watercolors dry back, in the end, this isn't as scary dark as it seems right now. And so this part I have in real time. This segment now is 2 times, and I only show the coloring of one of the hippos because they're really the same. So anyway, just going back and forth, adding pigment, blending it out, adding pigment, blending it out. Just trying to get that depth, that dimension, the highlights, the lowlights, the shadows. And so off screen, I colored the dots on the blankets, just red, green, and black. You know, nothing special there. I didn't even do any shading or blending on the edges, I don't think. But once my hippos were dry, I come back in with my Everblends because they did dry back really soft. So I like the modeled look that I have, but I come back in with my Everblends just to add some more of that dimension. You can see I put some pinky pink on their bellies, their cheeks, and their ears. I think that just kind of gives them some personality and it starts to tell the story of them. And they're all colored up. I've got the ink blending the way that I like it, and I start to work on the panels. So I cut both of these panels out of the Whimsy Stamps Slimline Wonky Window 1 die, and I had a scene in mind. You know how that goes. So I'm doing my ink blending. I have sponge sugar. I'll have to have the names of them listed down below. I think Wilted Violet and then Chipped Sapphire. And I just do them both the same. I'm only showing the process of one just for, you know, to be respectful of your time. But yeah, so I die cut them out, and then I added a little bit of washi tape to the back of the windows to hold them in place so that I could ink blend on all of them. And so again, the sponge sugar, I believe this is Wilted Violet, and then I come back in with the sponge sugar again right down the center just to blend them. I have a little bit of difficulty holding my panels in place, but that washi tape definitely helped with the process. Now I could have ink blended these before I die cut them out. This is just the way that I chose to do it. And you know, I tend to make things harder on myself rather than easier. So I try. I don't always think things through. So here I am with, I believe this is Chipped Sapphire. It may be Blueprint Sketch, but I think it's Chipped Sapphire. Again, I'll look more closely and I'll have everything listed down below. here I am in the splat box. I've already done water and shimmering bliss, and this is where I'm trying to get some more of the snow-like look from the gouache. So I have a hard time. I can't get the box at the right angle so that you can still see it and I can get my hands down in there. And I can't find the right tool to tap on it. But this water mister seems to be the right thing. It allows me to apply the right amount of pressure so that I can get my dots. So there they are. All spotted, all speckled, and dry. And so now I have to figure out my placement because, like I said, it didn't come out the way I had in my brain. So the first one, this one, I'm taking off all the bits and pieces because I wanted it to be like you were looking through a window. Part of the scene is on the inside, part of the scene is on the outside. And yeah, I don't know. So I had these dies. This is from Penny Black, her creative dies. This one is called, I think it's Hillside or Tree Border, and it's super cute. And I just did a little bit of ink blending and splattering on the trees, and then I took a hillside die from Whimsy, and I cut me some snowbanks. And here, see, I thought that I would have these snowbanks back behind the windows, but then they were all ink blended the same color, and it just didn't work out like I had it in my head. So it doesn't really matter what side of the dies they're on. In the end, the background die from Whimsy, the Slimline Wonky Window one, it ends up just kind of being more texture. It doesn't separate the scene in any way, really. So, but these are my cards. I've fidgeted and fussed with them and finally got them the way I liked. That one I popped up on some fun foam, and the other one I did not. I just glued it straight down. But I'm happy with them. I did a little bit of highlighting with the white gel pen, which I struggle with. And I added some crystal glaze to the ribbons and the hat. And I think that's it. Maybe the teeth. But I'm happy with them. Oh, I did the sentiment. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Yes, I'm glad I highlighted that. I just typed that up in Word and printed it out on my printer. So here they are, sweet little hippopotamus cards. The trees and the packages are from My Favorite Things, Holiday Penguins. So aren't they cute? Y'all let me know what you think. Nancy, the Handy Scandy. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already a part of my little tribe. We'd love to have you. And especially leave me a comment downstairs. Let me know what some of your Christmas holiday traditions are. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only